MLB The Show's coverage of Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year, 56 degrees at first pitch. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
At the plate now, Yohan Moncada. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stanton giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1, White Sox nothing. The Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour would sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all 4 of his pitches at any point in the count.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, The shortstop.
Digging in, Torres. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
A 1-1. He's outside for a ball. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He's gone 4 for 9. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Judge looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Ball 3. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing in a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Luis Robert is on deck. Jimenez leads off second with nobody out. Good battle. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready now for the White Sox, Luis Robert. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Leury Garcia. And here's a ball hit in the air. In comes Judge. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. On to first, a double play. So the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Now to the plate, Gary Sanchez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Brett Gardner. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. 1-0 good guys as we play inning number 2. Bouncer up the middle. Anderson picks it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. Next for New York, Luke Voigt to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. Takes this the other way to right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, Miguel Andujar. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time. Yanks leave 1. They're down 1-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, the reigning batting champion in the American League. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Therefore it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
To put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
2-1 to count. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate, Jose Abreu. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Gio Urshela, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-1.
Ball back outside.
Hit high and deep to right center. Headed after it is Mazzara, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Mazzara is there, and he has it for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The right fielder, number 99.
So striding in, Aaron Judge, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
1 out and a runner on second base. Hit to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The set and the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazzara's on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. It remains 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Yasmani Grandal. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ball 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping in, Eloy Jimenez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Payoff pitch one more time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Gardner. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hit in the air to right field. Heading after it is Judge. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score. At the plate now, Luis Robert. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Leury Garcia. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the 2nd walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. He's set, the 3-2. And he popped him up in there, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2-RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting 1st in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2-RBI base hit.
In now, Yohan Moncada. And he misses again, ball 3. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Luis Sessa answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Luis Sessa.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The White Sox lead this one 6-0. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit in the air to center field. Robert has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Moncada fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Brett Gardner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Chopped up the line to first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Yasmani Grandal. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 2-2 one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. The count is full, 3-2 to the White Sox DH. Eloy Jimenez will be next. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Once again a 3-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
To the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Too high. Ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And that misses for ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nomar.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Nomar Mazara. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar. Down the first baseline. To second for 1. To Abreu for the big double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go as the third baseman, Gio Urshela. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Yankees. They still find themselves down 6-0. Into the box, Luis Robert, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Leury Garcia. On the ground to the right side. LeMahieu's got it. And that's the second out.
The bat, number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Tim Anderson, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready once again, DJ LeMahieu. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Heading out towards shallow right. Lazara's on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Lazara's going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Keuchel into his motion, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
So now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Full count. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is right there, 1 down. So here's Jose Abreu. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Yasmani Grandal. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They lead it 6-zip. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
2 strikes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Robert will wait on it. And he's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Luke Voit.
Stepping in now, Luke Voit. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short, 6. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close.
Next for the Yankees.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you,
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and the White Sox are out in front 6-0. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. He went down on strikes last time up. One and one now to Encarnacion. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Eloy Jimenez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
The count is 2-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Full count now, 3-2.
hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The right fielder.
Up next for Chicago, Nomar Mazara. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1. grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit in the air to right field. Headed after it is Mazzara, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
The 1-1 home. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, a little better late than never, D-Row here. That base hit here in the 8th inning. They're still behind in this one, but at least they're not getting shut out.
Yeah, you're going to see this offensive team fight to the bitter end. As long as there are outs out there, they're going to grind it out and see if they can get back in this one.
In now, Aaron Judge. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Smoke toward third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him. A base hit.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Jimmy Cordero is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 50.
Into the box, Torres. In there, and it's full 3-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Men on third with 2 down. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Popped him up. Grandal is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yankees forced to settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. The White Sox lead it 6-1. Chad Green enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding into the box, Luis Robert. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. 1 out. Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. No hits to this point.
Leury Garcia.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. LeMahieu has a play. 2 down.
The batter.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second, gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Ball. Right at the count. 2-2.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs than this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Dan, obviously good game plan by the offensive team. Bunch of knocks, but they can't seem to get any runs going.
Boy, I'd say as a pitcher, Dero, you're always trying to minimize the damage. Lots of traffic, but so far, very little to show for. You wonder how much longer he can keep this up.
Into the box now, Luke Voit. Here's a pop-up now. Abreu is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. The 2-1. Gio Urshela would be next. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Ready for another chance? Gio Urshela. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Two down, runners at first and second. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a line drive. Foul. High in the air down the right field line. Mazara's on his horse. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-1 the final tally today. The Chicago White Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dallas Keuchel is credited with the win. Garrett Cole struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the Show Nation.